I always thought Miles and I had the perfect marriage. We were high school sweethearts, the couple everyone envied. We built a life together, a home, a business, a future. Or so I thought. The first crack in our perfect facade appeared on a Tuesday. It was our anniversary, and I'd planned a special dinner. Miles called late, his voice strained, saying he was stuck at work, a last-minute client crisis. I was disappointed but understood. Our construction business was demanding. I saved him a plate and went to bed, a little lonely but not suspicious. Not yet. The late nights at work started becoming a regular thing. He'd come home smelling faintly of a perfume that wasn't mine. When I asked, he laughed it off. "Chloe, you know how many people I meet on site? Realtors, designers. You're being paranoid." He was so convincing, so dismissive, that I started to doubt myself. Was I just insecure? Was the stress of the business getting to me? He made me feel like I was the one with the problem. My best friend Sarah wasn't so easily fooled. One afternoon over coffee, I confessed my worries. She listened patiently, then looked me straight in the eye. "Chloe, trust your gut. Men like Miles, they think they're smarter than they are." Her words were a splash of cold water. That evening, I decided to stop doubting myself and start looking for the truth. His phone was always attached to his hip, locked down tighter than a bank vault. His laptop was the same. He was careful, I'll give him that. The breakthrough came from the most unexpected place, our shared family cloud account. Miles was meticulous about backing up his phone photos to the cloud, a habit I'd always teased him about. He must have forgotten that I had access too. Late one night, when he was working late again, I logged in. My heart pounded as I scrolled through the recent uploads. And there it was. A picture of Miles, not at a construction site, but at a fancy restaurant, his arm wrapped around a younger woman. They were laughing, clinking champagne glasses. The day stamp, our anniversary. The anger was white hot, but a strange calmness washed over me. This wasn't just a fling. This was a calculated deception. He wasn't just cheating. He was gaslighting me, making me believe I was going crazy. I scrolled further. There were dozens of photos, weekend trips I knew nothing about, expensive gifts, romantic dinners. He was living a whole other life, funded by the business we built together, my business. I had poured my inheritance into it, worked tirelessly alongside him from the very beginning. That's when the anger turned into a cold, hard resolve. He wasn't just going to get away with this. He wasn't going to walk away with half of everything I had worked for. I downloaded every single picture, every piece of evidence, and saved it to a secure drive. I spent the next 2 weeks playing the part of the loving, slightly paranoid wife. I'd pack his lunch, kiss him goodbye, and then I'd get to work. I contacted a lawyer, the best financial forensics accountant I could find. My lawyer, Mrs. Davis, was a shark in a tailored suit. She advised me to stay quiet, to gather more proof. "He thinks he's smart, Chloe," she said, echoing Sarah's words. "Let him keep thinking that. The bigger his ego, the harder he'll fall." So I did. I found receipts for hotels and jewelry tucked away in his car. I tracked his company credit card statements, which he thought I never looked at. Every charge told the story of his betrayal. He was using our joint business account to fund his affair. Flowers, 5-star hotels, even a down payment on a condo. A condo. He was setting up a new life with her, on my dime. The day I confronted him was a day I'll never forget. I waited for him to come home, spreading all the evidence out on our dining room table. The photos, the credit card statements, the hotel receipts. When he walked in whistling, he stopped dead in his tracks. The color drained from his face. "Chloe, what is all this?" he stammered. I just looked at him, my expression unreadable. "It's your other life, Miles. The one you thought I was too stupid to find out about." He tried to deny it, of course. He spun a web of lies about business meetings and client gifts. But the evidence was overwhelming. When he finally realized he was caught, he switched tactics. He begged. He cried. He said it was a mistake. that she meant nothing to him. But I wasn't the same woman he married. The hurt had forced me into someone stronger. I simply handed him the divorce papers. His face turned from pleading to rage. "You can't do this. I'll take you for everything you have. The business is mine." He really thought he held all the cards. That's when I played my ace. "Actually, Miles," I said calmly, "I don't think you will." You see, the forensics accountant found something very interesting. I explained how he'd been embezzling money from our company account to fund his affair. How he'd been writing fraudulent invoices and skimming profits for months. It wasn't just grounds for divorce. It was a criminal offense. The look on his face was priceless. The smug, arrogant man I knew disappeared, replaced by a terrified little boy. He had thought he was so clever, covering his tracks, but he'd underestimated me. He underestimated the woman who helped build his empire from the ground up. In the divorce settlement, he got nothing. I kept the house, the business, everything. His affair partner left him the moment the money dried up, and he was left with a mountain of legal fees and a ruined reputation. Sometimes, when people hurt you, the best revenge isn't sinking to their level. It's rising so far above them that they can't even touch you. I learned that the hard way. It was a painful journey, but I came out of it stronger, smarter, and in complete control of my own life and my own future. And honestly, that's better than any perfect marriage I could have imagined. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone and you are stronger than you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.